Hey, what's up guys, it's Kieran, welcome back to my channel. So today is Tuesday the 5th of May and for the past few days slash week-ish I've been so unhealthy. I've just been kind of binge eating foods that aren't the best for me. Obviously they taste good but they're not the best for me, and I haven't really worked out in the past couple of days. So I kind of wanted to use today as a getting back on track kind of day and just really focus on fitness and health in general, including my mental health. So I guess that's what this vlog is themed around. I hope you enjoy it and let's just get into it. So right now it's 8 AM and I actually have an online formative exam at 9, so I wanted to get up nice and early so that I can go for my run first thing. I don't really like going later in the day because I tend to put it off and procrastinate and then not bother at all. So if I do it first thing then it's out of the way and I feel good for the rest of the day. So I'm all ready for that. For my workout outfit of the day, I'm just wearing this Nike sports bra. My leggings are from Fabletics as per, and then my Nike running shoes. And then on top, I'm just going to pop on my running jacket from H&M because it looks a little bit chilly outside. So I'm just going to grab my headphones and my phone and head off. So I just got back from my run and I've got 30 or so minutes before my exam. So one thing I've been loving doing after a run, or basically after any workout, is yoga. So I just use Yoga with Adriene on YouTube, and what I'm going to do right now is just find a 20-minute yoga flow and then make myself some breakfast and start my exam. For breakfast today, I'm going to make myself a quick protein smoothie. I'm going to add some frozen pineapple and half a frozen banana. And then I'm obviously going to add some protein powder as well as some peanut butter. And I'd usually add spinach or kale, but I don't have any of that at the moment. So that's going to be it for my smoothie today. Okay, 3 hours later and I finally finished the exam. It was long is all I really have to say about it, and I didn't get a chance to shower before doing the exam, between my workout and the exam starting, so I'm gonna just have a quick body shower since I washed my hair yesterday. I actually just got this new loofah yesterday, which I know is such a weird thing to be showing, but I'm super excited to use it. I think it's such a bright, happy colour, and I guess it's just the little things in life that bring happiness, especially during this time of quarantine. So I'm gonna hop in the shower now. So I just went with my blob outfit for today's quarantine look. It's so comfortable. Both the joggers and the sweatshirt are from Missy Empire, and then I actually filmed it in a vlog a week or two ago where I tie-dyed it myself. So if you want to check that out, I will link that in the description. But I just wanted to be comfortable today and chill because I have some work to do and I just wanted to be comfortable. So I'm gonna go make myself some lunch because I'm getting to be quite hungry. I think what I'm gonna do is just whack these falafel burgers in the oven, and while I'm doing that I'm gonna cut up a nice big salad to have with them. Okay, so in the salad we've got romaine lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, green pepper, red onions, and I don't have any sweet corn, but that would be ideal. And then my finishing touch is jalapenos. If you haven't tried jalapenos in a salad, I really recommend. It just adds such a nice kick to it. For dressing, I'm gonna add light mayonnaise, which I know isn't the healthiest, but I really don't like salad without a dressing, and mayo is my favorite. If you know me, then you know that. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of this Thousand Island dressing. And once the burgers are done in the oven, I'll add one to the top of my salad, and then what's great is I'll have another one for tomorrow's lunch or dinner, which is great because it saves me a lot of time. And here's the finished product. It looks so good. I'm just gonna sit here and chill while I eat this and watch one episode of Grey's Anatomy before I get into doing some work. Okay, so I just finished my lunch and now I'm going through my to-do list for the week. So obviously, as you saw, I've done my workout and I also did my exam this morning. I'm filming this vlog as we speak, and so these are the rest of the things I need to get done today. I've got a workbook module that I need to fill in before next week. I've got work contracts that I really want to go over and just sign and make sure everything's sorted because I'm hoping to start working in the hospital in June. And then the thing that I'm going to basically be tackling for most of the afternoon is my oncology project. I have explained it before, but I think it was quite a while ago. So basically the oncology project is something that we're given to do in third year of medical school in Cardiff Uni, and we're each given a patient who's unfortunately been diagnosed with cancer, and we basically follow them along on their journey of the diagnosis and the treatment and kind of go through it with them and try to understand the side effects and how to deal with it, and obviously the family's point of view and how everybody's coping with it together and things like that. It's basically just a whole project based on understanding everything to do with cancer, not just the pathophysiology behind it, but also the human aspect of it and how the patient and their family copes. So my patient has ovarian cancer and I basically need to write all about ovarian cancer. So far I've done the epidemiology and predisposing factors of ovarian cancer. I'm going to make a start on the pathology and kind of histological classification and all of that kind of sciencey stuff behind ovarian cancer, as well as the staging and prognosis. Loads and loads of big words, but the basic gist of it is I'm going to write a background on ovarian cancer, so how it's diagnosed, staging of it, prognosis, all those kind of things I just mentioned, the kind of science behind it. And then I'm also going to be writing about my patient's perspective, her medical background, everything that's kind of been going on for her in the past few months, because I met her like I think in November, so it's been a while, and this essay type thing is due in at the end of May, so I need to kind of get going on it. I've not really done that much, so I'm going to spend the bulk of the rest of the afternoon doing this and then make some dinner. Okay, so it's now 5:15 and I've actually made such good progress on my oncology project. Now at the point I'm at, I kind of need to call my patient again and just get some information from her and obviously see how she's doing. But since it's like kind of dinner time, I don't really want to call now and disrupt her just in case she's busy. So I'm going to do that tomorrow and make myself some dinner now because I'm starving. So today I plan on making Mexican food, which is my absolute favourite, and I'm so excited. I got these gluten-free tortillas, so I'm going to make some kind of soft shell taco situation and I'll show you how I make it. It's super quick and really, really easy. So let's get into that now because I'm starving. So to start off with, I'm just going to slice up these 3 bell peppers, 2 red onions and 1 white onion, which should all be enough for tonight's meal and then a couple of other meals throughout the rest of the week, which is amazing because this is kind of acting as a meal prep for me and makes my life so much easier for the rest of the week. So we've got all my veggies ready to cook. I'm just going to pop some garlic oil in there and probably a little bit of mixed herbs as well as garlic powder. I like garlic, clearly. So while that's cooking, I'm just going to go ahead and make myself some homemade guacamole. So I'm just going to cut up this avocado, which is super ripe, and I'm going to use the whole thing and make myself some homemade guac. avocado, I'm just going to add the tiniest bit of salt, some black pepper, and I'm actually going to add half a tomato in there too because I just love avocado with tomato. And there you have it. I would usually also add red onion in there, but since I've got so much veg being fried right now, I don't feel like I need to add anything else in there. Finished product. So we've got the gluten-free tortillas with the veg and guac that I just made. I also put some more tomato and cucumber on top with some romaine lettuce and then just a tiny dollop of sour cream. This would also be so good with some grated cheese on top, but I'm trying to be a little bit healthier and I know that dairy tends to bloat me. So I'm gonna skip on the cheese today and enjoy this with another episode of Grey's Anatomy. Although the theme of this vlog is obviously health and fitness and wellness, I do believe in everything in moderation, so it's dessert time. It was actually Harry's birthday a couple of days ago and I made him these cupcakes. His favourite is marble cakes, so I ended up making them into cupcakes, which are kind of falling apart, but anyway, they still taste good. I've just put a vanilla buttercream icing on top with a couple of chocolate buttons, and my god, I cannot wait to eat this. They're so yummy and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to feel guilty whatsoever because it's all about balance, right? Okay, so it's actually much later now. It's like 10 p.m. and I've just been playing games on Zoom with Matt and Harry for the past couple of hours, which has actually been really fun. A good way to stay sane during this time of quarantine is to just FaceTime everybody you love and, you know, have fun with it. Do some game nights, just catch up, chat, all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely been really nice and good for my mental health, especially since I'm not with my family at the moment. But before I end off this vlog, I actually just wanted to talk a little bit about getting into running, because obviously you saw I went for a run this morning and I kind of just wanted to talk about it because it took me years to actually get into running and feel motivated to go and actually enjoy it, because I'm sure a lot of people can relate when I say that actually sometimes when you go for a run it just feels like death. It feels horrible, you feel tired, you feel out of breath, you feel like you get a stitch and it's painful. Like, there's a lot of negatives to running and it takes a lot to actually convince yourself you're having a good time. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because I'm definitely no expert, but in this time of self-isolation it's not like we can go to the gym or anything, so running has been my main form of exercise and I've actually really learned to love it. My main tip, which may sound really obvious, is to just start off slow and start off with a distance you're actually comfortable with. When I first started trying to get into running a couple of years ago, I was like, I'm gonna run a 5k every day this week, and going from someone who exercises in the gym, mainly weight lifts and like does kind of different kinds of cardio, more like HIIT cardio rather than low intensity cardio, it's a lot. 5k every day for a week is actually tiring and hard when you are not used to it. So start off slow and don't go that far. If you only do 1 kilometre and it takes you half an hour, like, it's still a start and it's quite good. If you don't run, then that is an accomplishment. So don't compare yourself to other people when you go for a run, because that is the worst thing you can do. It's so demotivating when you see other people who are running faster than you, or like say you've stopped because you're tired and you're walking for a bit and then you see someone else going for a run and they're like sprinting and you kind of think, well, maybe I should be doing that. I shouldn't be walking. I'm so lazy. I'm not fit. And it's really easy to just put yourself down. So firstly, like I said, just go at your own pace and go as far as you can at that point. And secondly, don't compare yourself to other people. It's not worth it. Just make sure you remember that you're doing it for yourself, and however far you go, however fast you do it, it's still an accomplishment that you should be proud of. And I know that sounds really deep and might sound stupid to people who do run a lot, but it really is such a mental challenge, especially if you're someone like me who can't really listen to music when they run. It's very easy to be in your own head and overthink about everything rather than using it as like a state of meditation. Now that I mentioned it, I do want to talk about one of my top tips, which is don't listen to music when you run. For me, it puts off my pace completely because a fast song makes me run faster and a slow song obviously makes me run slower because I subconsciously end up running to the beat. So instead I actually listen to a podcast. This morning I listened to Gretchen Geraghty. I really like her podcast. She's super happy and bubbly and makes it quite interesting to listen to when you're running, and it just makes you feel so distracted and you don't even realise that you're still running after like half an hour, or I find that I don't really realise it, and I find it super helpful and entertaining because I definitely couldn't do it in silence. I'm not one of those people that can run without any noise because I would just be thinking too much, I would be putting myself down about the way I'm running, and I would definitely get bored and want to turn back and go home. I wouldn't be able to run long distances. So podcasts are such a happy medium for me. I really recommend that if you haven't tried that before. So those are like my main top tips. I know there are lots of apps that can help with getting into running. I have not tried them personally. For me, all the tips that I just mentioned before are mainly what I use to get into running and to actually enjoy it because, like I said, sometimes it is hard to enjoy. I was definitely not one of those people that looked forward to going for a run, but now with all of these things I've learned, and from the fact that I'm not hard on myself when I go for a run, like if I get tired and I want to walk, I will just walk and then I'll keep running. Like, it's actually fine to not run the whole way. It's been a really good way for me to learn to be nicer to myself and kinder, and, you know, kind of change that inner dialogue to be less harsh on myself and learn to be proud of myself for actually going out and exercising, even though I could just stay at home doing nothing or, you know, doing something else. So I do recommend it if you haven't tried it, or if you're struggling to find something to do in terms of exercise in this time of quarantine. But yeah, I know that's a super random way to end off the vlog, but I did want to mention it just as a beginner to other beginners out there. Like, these are the things that have helped me. I'm no expert at all, but if I can help anybody and encourage people to stay fit and healthy with their mind and their body, then I'll do that. Anyway, like I said, it's quite late now, so I'm just going to get ready for bed and end off the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!